Today is the 14th of October already, and we are going to be painting another market scene upside down. So if you're joining us, please let us know that you're here and where you're from. It's always nice to have company in the morning. And actually, here's, oh, I thought I turned my volume down. There we go. I think I've turned my volume down now. I'm actually looking at building a little bit of a market with the images that we got from, and I'm very skew whiffy here. I'm going to just adjust that so that it looks better on the screen. Hang on a second. Okay, I think that's better. Okay. I'm using images from Merrill, and today I'm gonna build a bit of a scene with the images, so changing it up a little bit, and I do have to turn them upside down. But first I thought I would show you some markets from my Mexico book. I know that I like to share a book, but it's kind of a book because it was my 100-day project. And I just wanted to ask, see how she's doing and how your markets are doing. Yesterday we did a market. Oh, and maybe I'll show you because, you know, I don't always get to show you what the markets that we've done over the weekend if you're not part of our... Hi, guten Morgen, Joanne, or guten Morgen, Nanette. Good morning. Hi, how are you? Oh, it looks like you get a crown because you did a ray of sunshine. It is a beautiful sunny day already. Like, it's dark here still. It's super dark. So over the past few days I've been, you can see mine's super bright. This was Fridays. No, this was Saturdays. This was Sundays. And this was Mondays. I think it really determines, like, the product or the medium that you work with really determines how it ends up looking. My desk always looks so messy. I have to figure that out. That's okay. Because this was day 4, and you can see like how different it is, just the change in medium. And this was we have China, which was last week, and that was mixed media. This was just gouache. Actually, there is a little bit of 14B on here, but not much. And then this one was watercolor, so very, very different. And this one was gouache, which I was really happy with this one. But yeah, so all very different. And then this one was Neocolor. So I'm trying to use different mediums so that you guys can see. And this is watercolor, but this is watercolor too. Same method, and all of them have been done upside down. This one was similar to this one, but using 14B, so doing a little bit of mixed media in there as well. And this was watercolor and neocolors over the top. I think I'm going to do this one again. Like, it doesn't play well with the series. Oh, and this was markers and neocolors, like water soluble markers. So we've got like many different mediums. Today I'm actually going to be using, if I can find them, I'm going to be using watercolors on paper that I've prepped with acrylics. So it's going to be a little bit different to working on watercolor paper. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using. Thank you. Oh, and then I wanted to show you. So this is I'm showing my 100-day project book, but I'm not going to show you all of it. I've gone through and picked out markets so that you can, because I did do different mediums in this one as well. So this was acrylic with 14B. So this is, you can have a look. If you haven't seen my 100-day project book, it is one of the videos in YouTube. I know some people are new to YouTube, so if you want to have a look at it. And then this one was an empty market. This one was gouache and the 14B. And this one was just pencil crayon. And it's nice to go back to basics as well. Hi Reb, how are you? Ooh, can't wait to hear about your weekend. How did it go? And this one was markers just. And this one was markers. And this one was markers, so I kind of had a little bit of a marker phase there. This one was gouache and acrylic markers on top. Those are the grabbies on top, which I like the fine lines as well. And this one was just gouache and Neocolor. So I'm picking out all the markets that are in my 100-day project book, if you're just joining. And yeah, this was pencil and I think just crayon, Neocolor and pencil over the top. And this was just pen. So you can see like there's many different ways that you can approach a market. Yeah, Reb, your print looked incredible. How many, did they only print one? Like for the exhibition? Are you gonna hang that on your wall? Or does it become part of the, I don't know, is it a, okay, I'm going to do her in the front just so I'm just going to get started with this as we talk, but I'm building kind of a scene, so I'm going to use her as my forefront figure, and then I'm going to put the market behind her. Just one. And do you sell them? Like, is it for a cause? Sorry, I didn't look into the reason behind these steam-rolled prints. If you haven't looked at Reb's most recent videos of her print that she has carved, so is it still a lino print or a lino cut if it's that big? What would you call it? Hi Meryl, good morning. Okay, so I'm using watercolors and then I'll probably use mixed media over the top, but I'm just actually I've got markers which are very similar color. Like I just saw this marker and it's like exactly, but it probably won't be exactly here. So maybe I'll just use mixed media today. I was gonna use watercolor, but I think I'm gonna use mixed media. And she's gonna come over here, but I'm going to get that green first. So I will paint. And so Reb is talking a little bit about her print, her steam-rolled print, and she said only one was printed. How many were in the exhibition? They look fantastic. Hi Martina. Did I say hi Martina? A woodcut relief print. That's the official name or proper name for it. Okay. Yeah, incredible. Like what an amazing thing to be part of. So that one was yours, and then your friend had one as well. I'm just putting the ochre in. This is a picture, all the pictures today are from Meryl. And I had this pink. I was going to do it all in watercolor, but I had this pink, so I'm like, oh, this is a great pink for the shirt, so I'm going to go over with the pink. And then put the market in the background. Oh, wow. Leslie, if you click on Reb's name right here, you can get to her YouTube, and I also put it in my stories. So if you go into my stories, I think it's still there, the story, and if it's not there, I'll share again. It's huge. Huge. 40 artists, a couple of friends also participated. Like, what an amazing. Did you have a lot of people come by to the opening, Rev? It was very cool. What a great thing to be part of. Okay, and I need some pink down here. I really like ochre. Does everybody like ochre? I know it's definitely a preferred textural taste thing. Like, if you have texture issues, I know that ochre is not a friend of people who don't like weird textured food. Good morning, Leslie. Yeah, and Carolyn said, Reb, your print was incredible. So incredible. I like it fried. Like deep fried or just fried in the pan? Because there's different. I don't think I've ever had it deep fried. I like it in the air fryer and then just put salt on top. Like sprinkle salt. It's really nice like that. A little bit healthier than deep frying. But sometimes you gotta deep fry it for it to be tasting real good. Okay, gonna get some of this brighter green. I'm gonna try and just work as much as I can in the watercolor and markers, and then I will, maybe the last 5 minutes, I'll turn it around and see if it needs anything else. Carolyn says, I love okra. It's also a beautiful plant and easy to grow. Oh, I haven't seen it growing. What does it look like? Does it look like a bean plant? Does it look like a tomato plant? What does it look like? And Rev said, yeah, quite a few came by, but none from as far as Alinda's sweet thing. I'm so thrilled she's going to Oaxaca. That's so nice that she came by. I'm super thrilled that she's coming to Oaxaca too. I want you all to come to Oaxaca. It is a very special place. How far is Alinda away from you, Reb? Yeah, so Reb has a YouTube channel if you want to go and have a look at her channel and see this pretty epic woodcut print being steamrolled and printed, and they were all done like that. 3 to 4 hours. Oh my goodness. Wow, amazing. Carolyn says it's not slimy if fried. If you boil it, it's very slimy with tomatoes and no slime. Oh, boil with tomatoes and no slime. Hang on, if you boil it with tomatoes, there's no slime? Meryl says, I've never tried it air fried. That sounds good. Yeah, and it's really simple to do, and you don't have to put any oil on or anything when you put it in the air fryer. And then just when you take it out, just sprinkle them with, they get a little bit browner, but yeah, then just sprinkle it with salt, a little bit of salt. So I put a layer of just a scraping of acrylic on top of my page so that the watercolor wouldn't buckle it too much. It's just almost like a sealer, so it's kind of sitting a little bit on top, so I think I have to just go a little bit less watery with this. But it's one of those, I think I can just keep working at it. And almost use the drops of the paint, how they're sitting on the page, and use those as my darker points in this. It will dry eventually. Okay, I'm going to do the same color with the arms, but really focusing on leaving the light in this. We had a lovely Thanksgiving weekend. I didn't do... Did I do drawing yesterday? Oh yeah, with you guys in the morning. I'm glad I did that because I didn't get back down to my studio all day. But I did take my sewing up, and I did a couple more, which I will post today. I did a couple more stitched objects or subject matters on my tattoo shirt, which I am enjoying. So it's slowly filling up. I'm not sure how full I want it. Okay, let's get some darker areas on her shirt as well. Meryl says she likes it crispy. Nanette says, I like it crispy too, as opposed to slime. Yeah, how was your... Oh no, you guys didn't have Thanksgiving. Who is here who's in Canada? Leslie, how was your Thanksgiving? Leslie, you don't eat meat, so did you have a fish Thanksgiving dinner? We actually had fish yesterday. Fish and shrimp with green beans, just sauteed with garlic and oil. And then we had root vegetables, parsnips, sweet potatoes, and carrots with our fish. And then pies, and I was so full. I took Piper for a walk because it was also her birthday. So she went on a couple of walks, and the walk just was, oh, it was such a treasure of a time just to like get out, and because I'd been cooking all day. But it was so nice to just get out and just move. Like when you're so full, like that is not good for you to be that full. Okay. I still have to put the market in, but I really just want to get as much of her on as I can, and then I will come back and add the market. So these are just my, it's a little bit of a mix. A lot of them are Winsor & Newton, these watercolors. We've kind of talked about favorite watercolors and why they're our favorites. Meryl says okra grows on stalks. It can get woody if not harvested early. Oh, okay. I think that's with a lot of vegetables, like not necessarily the root vegetables, but you know, things like beans or zucchini, courgettes. It's better to harvest them younger than older. Aubergines. Okay, so I definitely need a little bit darker here, so I'm going to take Payne's Gray into my carmine color here and just darken some areas. So like I said, this is just regular print paper, so there is a little bit of build-up of, it's not soaking in for sure, like it's just sitting on top of the paper. It really moves around very easily, so I got to be careful. Just gonna get some darker blue as well and just add that to some of the areas here, and also up in her bandana that she's got on her head. It's got a little bit messy there. It's a bit overworked. Okay. Leslie says we had so much fun. Kids swam in the pool. It was gorgeous. We had a turkey. I had lots of vegetables and lots of desserts. She says RAZ, Arizona family, celebrate both Thanksgivings. Angela's from Toronto. Oh, cool. So they get two. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to go back in our photos. Oh, look, there's the okra. That does look good, the fresh okra, really good. And this is what I wanted to add to this. So I'm going to crop Donna out of it. Is it Donna? No, it's not Donna. What's her name? I want to say like Donatella or something like that. I'm going to leave that like that. And then put it in behind her. So again, sorry, I got super busy yesterday. I made the Luma and then forgot to add the Zoom link to it, so I haven't sent that out yet. So I'm going to send that out this morning. We are having one tomorrow. I know it's during the day, but it's one tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we're going to Belvez. I will do a demo of one of the images as we start, and then we'll carry on to the other images. And then the other one is on Saturday at 10 a.m. So there's 2 paint and draw sessions if you're part of our paint and draw group. That is what we'll be doing this week before I leave. I think Leslie, you leave soon too. Super exciting, but I know that I do want to get those in before we leave. So that's those 2. And then there are a few images further on beyond us not doing these mornings in the morning together. So there are a few, but you can always backtrack to, you know, a lot of us have added more than one image in the morning. So you can go back and you can use those images for sure. And then what I was going to say was I'm going to pull up some replays from the past that I've done of mornings of markets. So if you are drawing a market, maybe you can just put me on listen to me if you wanted to. That would be, I mean, would it be, I was going to say that would be fun, but I'm like, will it be fun? Anyway, I will pull up a few just so that you can see me working alongside you if you want to do that. And there was something else that I was going to say about working on your images. Oh yes, and so I'm going to actually do a live with Marcy. Some of you may have seen a little notification. Marcy Senders, if you don't know who Marcy is, check her out. She's worked in the illustration industry for over 25 years, but she is an illustrator herself, and her style is, you know, incredibly recognizable. So she's going to come and do an upside down market with me. She may do one of her own images, but I'm going to work on Estee's image on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. I'm going to do a live with Marcy, so that'll be a lot of fun doing that. And like I said, if anybody else, because I'd like to get, I think there's 2, well, there'll be 2 this weekend that we don't do together, and I think, oh, I know that Deb Draws Funny and Melissa have a free draw frenzy on Saturday, and so they'll be doing their free draw frenzy. I think it's 12 o'clock, so you can still, if you want to come to my paint and draw session before that, you can. but Melissa has an image that she put up, I think for next either Sunday or Monday. So I'll be doing that in another live session. Maria from Ohio was going to do a live session with me some point this week. So that may happen, but if anybody else wants to do a live session, I know that some of you have a setup at home that you can do your overhead, and that would be nice as well. Yeah, just let me know if you're interested in doing a live market scene with me any day this week, because there's 3 at least that are in there that I will have to get done before leaving. So and I want to try and get them done. If nobody wants to do a live with me, I may just record them and put them in our Padlet. So you let me know. I mean, they'll be recorded anyway. And then I was going to add all our mornings here on YouTube to the Padlet so that you have the replays there accessible to you, because that's also, it's nice to just be able to like click on something. Yeah, so I have lots to do this week. I have not even packed. I need like a pro packer. I do have my daughter home though, so she can maybe help me. I was going to take my plein air easel, and then I'm like, oh, that's a lot of weight. So do I take that, or do I take more art materials? It's, you know, it's a hard choice. Kind of think I should just take other art materials instead. Oh, I like the boxes back there, so I'm going to get those boxes in. I also do, I'm going to get some ochre here. Maybe I'll put a couple of, so that's a table back there. I'm going to put it back here behind. Did we get the name of your friend? It's not Donna, is it? What was her name? I mean, I know this isn't her. This is the woman whose stall it is. Okay, let's get some of those bowls of ochre. I'm going to go back to the ochre, and nice colorful bowls as well. So I'm going to put them like that. I'm kind of making this one up a little bit, and also thinking of a little bit of perspective upside down. I'm not sure if it's even coming out. Let's do one red bowl over here and put some more of this deeper carmine color down here. My friend in Wichita Falls is Martha. This was on my trip to Wichita Falls. Oh, okay. Martha. Now that is a name that not many people call their kids anymore. I don't think there was one Martha in either of my kids' grades, years. Yeah, that's a name that is not used so much. I will put another bowl here because it's the, and then maybe a bucket down here with a lot in, just to break up this empty space. So you guys know with art, you can do anything. You can add stuff if you want to add. You don't have to be as literal as the, especially as the image that you've got in front of you. Ooh, that one is super red. But yeah, because I put down the acrylic, it's pooling a little bit on top. It's okay. It'll dry. I can do what I do sometimes with gouache and come back and just flatten it out as it's drying. So like up here. Okay, we've got this red bucket. Should just do one red bucket. Maybe I'll do another one over here off the page. Good morning, Lou. Oh my goodness. No, you're up early. Where are you? Are you in Arizona? That's really early. Very, very, very early. All right. And I think I want another one here to break it up as well. So I'm going to put more ochre here. It's just an ochre stand. Oh, Arizona, the dogs woke her up. Oh no. Yeah, I think people forget that, you know, dogs, when they get older, they become like babies again, and they need to get up and go out and Okay, I want this basket over here to be a little bit more on the orange side though. Just putting a little bit of yellow in that red that I had. Now shadows, I may have to think about shadows, but not right now. I'm going to put a pattern on this table. We've got 20 minutes left. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Oh no, I got that wrong. Okay, I'm just thinking about you, Melissa. So I said Saturday you have the free draw frenzy, but it's Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's when it is. I knew that it was a little bit different this week because you have somebody, you have a guest. Is it Reb? Is Reb the guest? Reb, you didn't even correct me, and aren't you the guest? Reb's probably also just waking up. Reb, aren't you in? Oh, you're an hour earlier. Meryl says, my husband, Willie, managed this farmer's market when we were young. The same families of farmers still bring their produce to this market. That's amazing. Melissa says, it's Friday and Reb is joining us. Yes. Reb's like, I missed that. Yeah, I was talking about Free Draw Frenzy and it being on Saturday, and no one corrected me. It's okay. I'm glad I kind of remembered after the fact, because I'm like, okay, that's just it. I knew it was this coming up, but it's the 17th, and then I was like, oh, that's Friday. That's not, yeah, that is not on Saturday. Reb is joining, and can you remind us of the topic? Because we were talking to Reb about her print. I mean, you're probably busy doing stuff. I don't know why I put the pattern here, but it's staying there. It was supposed to go down here. Now I've got to do it. I'm going to do a different pattern for down here. No, that's fine. Amy says, day market, night market, like the bright day. Yeah. Does it look bright? It is quite bright. I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to do stripes. Because, you know, we can do whatever we want to do as artists on our pieces. And I did not get a post out with my discount code. I had a bit of issues with my computer yesterday, and you guys helped me out because my husband did reset everything, so I was able to get on. But by that time I was cooking and everything, and I didn't have, you know, it's just been a bit of a wacky time recently. So the code, the 40% off code, if anybody wants to explore some classes or past workshops of mine, that will be released also with my post later, with the links to the loomers for this week. Sometimes we just get a little bit behind. And I think if we didn't have guests yesterday, then I would have been able to just say to my girls, okay, I need to go and do some work. But you can't really do that when you've got guests. So that didn't happen. Melissa, did you have a nice Thanksgiving? I was waiting for some Canadians to come on. Well, no. Leslie was here and she told us that she had a lovely Thanksgiving. You had yours on Saturday, right? Oh, you're doing, oh, Ikebana-esque flower arrangements. Are they the Japanese flower arrangements? Am I thinking of the right ones? If it is those, I remember one year we did Mayflowers, and Esty, she did the Ikebana-esque flower arrangements for the whole month, and they were beautiful. Melissa says, I did. I went home for an overnight visit on Sunday, so I got to see my mum and stepdad and most of my siblings and nieces and nephew, then time with my dad and sister. Nice. Melissa says, yes, Japanese flower arrangements. Okay, I know exactly the ones that you're talking about. Mm-hmm. So I know that the light is coming from the right hand side of this, as it's up here like this. So my shadows are going to be out this way. So I'm going to mix a purple. I mean, the shadows may be quite nice in Neocolor. I may do them in Neocolor. Maybe I'll go over in Neocolor. Let's start with maybe just watercolor. I just went over the shirt. And then this one also. So because I'm not working on watercolor paper, everything's sitting on top of this because I did a layer of acrylic underneath. Definitely have built a scene which needs a lot more attention than maybe just the figure. Let's put a blue bowl up here. I'm sure it was lovely to see your family, Melissa. Did they come down to see you much in Toronto? Okay, I'm gonna turn it around in a minute because I want to check my values and probably up the contrast on a lot of areas. Also see how crazy it looks. I feel like I need to maybe put this color in between here. Do you get a little bit confused doing it upside down, especially when you're making things up? Okay, I'm going to turn it around. Oh, Melissa says, we've had Thanksgiving here a few times, but there are like 20 people in Kitchener Waterloo, so it makes more sense to go there. Yes, that does make more sense to go there for sure. Okay, I'll turn this one around. I may put the name Marthe Orchard in so that I've got that in. Okay. I will do, I do like the top as well. Maybe I'll take my 14B and just put a few extra details in. Just up the contrast in certain areas so that the brights stand out a little bit more. And I don't mind it being wonky, so I will use what I've put down and just keep that. I apologize for this lady. I'm going to just raise her head a little bit more. I made her head look so flat. Just frame this a little bit more, and then I'm going to put the name in of the market stand. Did you know these people, Meryl? I'm going to sign it, and I'm also going to put Wichita Falls Market, right? and okra, because if not, I will look at it and go, what was that again? Oops. Oh, there is 2 L's in locally. Just looked weird as I was writing it. How are we doing for time, everyone? How are you guys doing? Can't wait to see everybody's work. Remember, there is a Substack chat group where you can put your monthlies in. I'd love to see them. Oh, my lines are not very even. What are these? I don't know what they're used. Maybe they're like some kind of Asian apple or Asian pear. I've just changed the whole market scene. Joanne says, love this, and the proportions are right. I struggle with that when it comes to combining images. I don't know. I think this person probably is too big, Joanne, because if I'm looking at it, the feet should come down here and it should be smaller. So it should be a lot smaller, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah, upside down, it probably wasn't, you know, the easiest to really look at like distances and things like that. This would have to come right down here if it was right, but thank you. Amy says, gave 14B to friends recently. I told them it was a magical pencil. One is an artist. She'll get it. Oh, great. Thank you. Meryl says, Martha is the same family of farmers from the 70s and 80s that we knew. Ah. Amy says it's a really flexible tool. I used it on acrylics recently. Yeah, it is a very flexible tool. And Meryl says, yes, and the older family members remembered Willie. Ah, did they remember you too? Meryl says, squash, sweet potato, eggplants. And thank you, thank you. This was a lovely set of images. Thank you, Meryl, and thank you everybody for joining me this morning. We are at, our time is up. If you missed yesterday's, was it yesterday? No, the day before, I did a live on Substack. I'll find the link and put the link in the Padlet for our markets, and also do the same with the YouTube ones. But yeah, expect to see a bit of mail today in your inboxes, because I need to catch up on sending you guys the links to the Lumas for this week. Yeah. Her whole face can be a little bit darker, just so that the light catches on that side. All right, everybody I probably shouldn't have done that. Maybe I'll take that away. Yeah, that was too much. Sometimes the 14B can make it look a little bit messy. But luckily, the putty eraser erases 14B, especially over the top of something like this. Have a good day, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. See you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.